Hello, Douglas Macauley here, intuitive energy healer, electrical engineer, mindfulness practitioner, and spiritual coach. Today we will work with the energy of grounding. So this is a somatic-based exercise to allow you to experience grounding as I model this in my own experience. So if you'd find a comfortable place and just allow your body to settle in and create an awareness within your physical body. What we're going to do is first set the intent to allow the energy to flow within our body to create a sense of greater groundedness. So when we're grounded, we become more resourced within our body. But the key is that we need to be present with the feeling within our bodies. We need to be present each and every moment to allow ourselves to feel the sensations in our body. We're sentient beings, and we're designed to feel. When we create that space and invite ourselves into that felt sense, we get a greater awareness of what our body's doing. And when we're grounded, we become more stable, solid, resourced, so that all external elements that have the potential, and I use that word very strongly, potential, such as external drama and all sorts of things, will not stir up our stability within our own body. So we think about two things. One is anxiety. Any of you that have had bouts of anxiety in your life know that it's a felt sense that we're just so many things going on, but we can't feel stable, we can't feel solid without being rocked and shifted by all these external factors. So what grounding, how it helps is that we allow ourselves to come back into our own experience, into our own bodies, to be solid and not influenced by all the external influences. And that's a gift. Because as we work with the energy more, we become more and more grounded. So in energy healing, setting the intent is everything. Because the energy follows the intent. Our mind creates the intent. And in this intent, it is our desire to ground deeply. Our body listens to our request because in our body, we own our energy. We own what goes on in our body. No one else. We may feel other people's energy and be very sensitive to it. But we don't have to react or respond in a way that compromises our own energy. So in this moment, I create a sacred space within my energy field. I work with the containment, and I clear the space. As I clear the space, the energy can begin to flow. I allow the energy to flow how it naturally wants to flow, contained by the intent to become grounded, or more grounded, however we look at it. Each of our experiences are different. Everybody experiences grounding in a different way. Some of us are more sensitive than others, and that's okay. So as I model this, I invite you to find this felt sense in your body and stay within your body and not be concerned what's happening within my body. Because again, I'm modeling this energetically. Your body is listening. This is perhaps more on a subconscious level. You may have the awareness, you may not. But if you've already set the intent and you're showing up to experience this, then your body's ready. Your body's ready for that next level of groundedness. And to learn new tools in order to be more grounded. So the energy right now is moving downward from my crown, which is the top of my head. We have 7 major energy centers in our body. Our root, which is the base of our spine, working up, we have the first, second, and third chakras that are below our heart center, which the fourth chakra is the heart center. We have 3 more above the heart. And then ending at the 7th, which is the crown. So those 7 vortices, energy centers, allow for pathways such that energy can flow. There are many, many flows within our body. And we're only working with very few of these. So this energy is moving down through our crown. It is like a barrel spiraling energy. And it moves from above our crown, through our crown, down through our feet into the earth. And then it moves back up through that same path, up through and above our crown, and it completes a circuit. This energy will continue down through, back up, down through, back up to create a flow. What that flow does is it creates additional connections between our higher self and the earth. It allows us to be more resourced within our body. It creates a nervous system calmness, because the parasympathetic nervous system engages into more of a calm, relaxed state. We may feel tingling, we may feel different sensations in our body, and that's okay. Everyone experiences them differently. We may be feeling it through our arms in a sense of a tingling, because both our hands and our feet make up 4 of our endpoints. Many minor chakras in our hands and our feet. Analogous to a tree that's deeply rooted has strength against the winds and the rain, the thunderstorms, all external environmental conditions. But it has a choice between falling down, becoming uprooted, and that's the same way our body works, because we may be triggered by something that someone says or does, but it doesn't necessarily mean we have to lose our grounding. We don't have to lose our rootedness. And if we do, that's okay. If we know the tools in order to get back to that point of being grounded again. Because it's all about returning. It's all about returning to the source, returning to that place that creates that feeling of solidness, that place of well-being. So let's say we get triggered, we come back, we find a way to come back based on using some of these tools. And as we learn within our body what happens when we become ungrounded, we know the symptoms. We might walk into the store and all the people around us create a trigger because we feel all their energy, and it's maybe very chaotic and too difficult to deal with. So as we leave the store, we check in with our body and we feel what's going on in our body. Why are we feeling scattered? You can invoke this video that I've shared and walk through this exercise to get more deeply grounded. Now, let me remind you that words are energy. So through this whole video, even though I'm speaking very methodically, this whole process is in support of helping you ground. Your body's listening the whole time. and allowing yourself to be more resourced. You don't need to do anything consciously other than set the intent and show up. That's the nature of mindfulness. Mindfulness is creating the space and allowing yourself to be in that moment and showing up. Let your body do the work. Because the mind typically wants to do the efforting or the work. But your body's right there, working for you, whether you know it or not. So as I speak and we walk through this, feel how your body has changed. Feel how your body has shifted. Feel what happened from the beginning of this video until now. What differences do you feel? Do you feel more rooted? Do you feel more calm? Do you feel more resourced? And when I say resourced, that has many meanings, because I used the analogy before, being in the store and everything's scattered and we don't know what to do, and we lose a sense of ourself. Well, that's a lack of feeling resourced in our bodies. When we are calm and more deeply rooted, we can become more resourced. The energy moving through us is expanding, which creates space, less density. And less density allows the energy to flow more freely. In the terms of electronics, we have less resistance. Resistance is the opposition of current flow, and current flow is the energy itself. We want more current flow. We want more flow, more coverage of that life force energy within our body. We want any and all blockages within our body to be healed, dissolved, removed. In a way that creates a better sense of our well-being, more peace, more harmony. I trust that you have experienced some sense of your body here, the energy, and at a minimum, I trust that you feel more calm. So thank you.